What's up, guys? It's your boy AD, and I'm back in the building. Talk a little wrestling to you guys. I know I ain't been live streaming, but I've been seeing what's going on. And honestly, I know y'all see the title, but honestly, I feel like I was right about pretty much everything I said. Honestly, you know, and it's a shame how many people came in to attack me over the stuff I was saying when more than likely 9 times out of 10 I'm actually right. But it is what it is. If people who don't, if they don't gotta like what I gotta say. Y'all don't gotta listen. Just know I ain't finna be sitting there arguing with people who I know ain't listening to me in the first place. Just know that. Because I already know majority of those people wasn't listening because they're too much in their feelings instead of really thinking about what I'm really saying. Because even to this day, if you just look at the product, everything I've been saying is true, and it's definitely gotten more boring now. No Roman and stuff. That's a bad thing, man. And these wannabe fake changes, like all these transitional champions. I mean, let's start off with Becky Lynch, man. So Becky Lynch won a goofy battle royal to become the new women's champion. Right out the gate, I'm gonna say it again. Rhea Ripley is not injured. It is a kayfabe injury. She's not injured. What a coincidence! The two people who was running Raw and winning all the time both will be injured at the same time and have the same type of injury. Or CM Punk. What a coincidence CM Punk is injured too with the same type of injury on the same arm. Y'all really believe this? Come on, man. This is how bad the storytelling is. It just shows you how bad the storytelling is. It's so bad. Now you got to fake kayfabe injure people and then tell them that it's real when it's not, so you can have an excuse to do whatever else you finna do. And now here they go saying Dominic is hurt and his arm is injured. And they even said his stuff was legit when you know it's not. What again? So it's just that much of a coincidence, huh, guys? That much of really, guys. None of them is injured. CM Punk, none of them are injured. Rhea is not injured. They just didn't want nobody to beat her, and they didn't want her to stay. Mr. H is trying to make you think he's different. Like, look, guys, I could put the championships on other people, but the whole time it's just to dust it off and get it ready for the next one. Okay. Becky Lynch became, and that's another thing Mr. H keeps doing, which shows his laziness and lack of storytelling. Like everybody talks about AEW having lack of storytelling, but look how WWE literally just gave a title to Becky with no story involved or nothing. Notice how they didn't try to build a story to that title or nothing. They just said, "Hey, go do another battle royal, go make it happen." Go do the battle royal, go make it happen. Like, right? Like, how many times have we seen this too? Like, we've seen this so many times. Like, whenever he want to try to build a new opponent, just make a stupid battle royal or a stupid tournament. And fill it with a whole bunch of people that gonna lose and ain't doing nothing. And then put a few little sprinkles of people that you do stuff for, so they're gonna win. Just like in this one, most people already knew it was gonna be Liv or Becky. Most people who I heard online talking about this predicted Liv and Becky. And to be honest, I did too. I thought it would be Liv just because she was actually involved in what was going on, even though that don't even make no sense. Like, Liv just comes out of nowhere, does nothing, and then gets the title. But the real funny part about what's going on is a lot of these champions right now aren't the favorites, and they're just getting it again just to fool you guys. And then magically the ones who were the favorites are hurt. Come on, guys. This is all a big game. It's giving sympathy to people who don't deserve it. Mighty Strange, all those people get hurt, but you don't hear other people get hurt. Roman Reigns left, but they ain't talking about him getting hurt. They want you to know he lost. These other people leave. Oh, they got injured, so you don't think nothing bad about them. So you just think they're fine and okay, and they could come right back. That's why they do that. So you be like, all right, they're injured. So you don't say they suck, like how y'all run around saying everybody else suck, but don't never talk about who book them to suck. Y'all just say they suck because y'all really don't like them. Well, Becky Lynch winning the title, boy, the crowd was like crickets, man. The audience, boy, I felt it. Everybody was like, "What?" Like, I think if you would have gave the title to Liv or Nia, I think that would have been a little bit more something to get people like, whoa, about like the fact that you gave it to Becky, who this is like her seventh time having this belt. Seventh time having this belt. The fact that you gave it to her and she wasn't even doing nothing to begin with either, like, just shows where this company is stated at. Like, it just shows it, man. It just shows it. And then here it go. Why is Becky getting it? To set up the next person to take it. So when she do lose it, they make it look all dramatic, like, oh, you beat Becky Lynch to get the title. Even though you shouldn't really be that surprised because Becky wasn't doing nothing. She another person they like besides the minorities. I know I talk about minorities, but it's not just the minorities. It's Vince's older talent as well. They all get dogged out and treated like crap too. And it gets done on a normal basis. Look at Chad Gable. Now you're a heel picking on Alpha Academy, but Alpha Academy wasn't with you, which ruins your character. They wouldn't. Now they bring them back with you so you could diss them and talk mess and be a stupid heel when you never was a heel. Come on, man. This is the dumbest version of Chad Gable I ever seen. This is the stupidest version of Chad Gable I ever seen. And again, it's ruining everybody, him and everybody. But look at Sami Zayn. He's fine. His boring ass. I mean, I felt it. Becky, she tried to add some hype, didn't she? She was like, "Oh, let me go in the audience and start doing stuff in the audience," because it wasn't hype, man. It just wasn't hype. It wasn't hype, and I think Becky, number one, why have a dumb battle royal, pointless battle royal where it's just full of jobbers? Like we've been seeing those same girls who got tossed out the ring getting tossed out the ring. We done seen them same girls. This happened to them so much. And it's so funny how everyone predicted it. I done went to channels on here, and most people who I was watching online said it. They was like, it's gonna be Liv or Becky. So it's showing the predictableness. So it's not just me. Everybody else is starting to see this stuff too. It's just who's willing to admit it or not. Everybody else is starting to see this too. Everybody else is like, yeah, it's gonna probably be Becky or Liv. And the sad part is Becky just lost to Rhea. Like Becky just lost. She just lost. But then she gets to come back and get the title like so quickly in a battle royal. The fact that Rhea had to vacate and didn't lose just shows you that Rhea will be back and will be winning again very soon for her kayfabe injury. Boy, I'm just shaking my head at how many people think these injuries is real. And they just keep mocking us over and over to show us. Like I said, magically Dominic arm is in the sling too. Wow, man. I see people could just say and do anything and they'll just believe it. I see that. Wow, man. Wow indeed. This is finna be boring as hell, man. Becky Lynch being champion is finna be boring as hell. Cause we know they ain't gonna give her that much. Like it's gonna be like other people. She just gonna be beating up people you already know she gonna beat. Hey, they might even throw Nia Jax back at her again. Except this time she actually does beat her this time because now she's holding the title. It's gonna be boring. You ain't gonna put Nia up against, I mean, not Nia. You ain't gonna put Becky up against nothing to make us be like, oh, it ain't gonna be nothing like that. It's finna be boring as hell. Just like this next pay-per-view. Nobody wants to see Jay versus Damian. It's sad you even got them fighting each other to begin with. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see a lot of this stuff, man. Now we finna have AJ Styles going against Cody. You know Cody gonna win. Cody ain't even been around. Everything I said was true. 1 million views y'all have lost in 2 weeks, right? Y'all and Raw has lost 1 million views in 2 weeks. I don't care if it's gonna drop or not. Like, yeah, we all know it's gonna have a small drop unless you're doing your thing, you know. But that's kind of big, guys. Like, I'm sorry, but 1 million views to be losing in 2 weeks is a lot. Is a lot. Hey. I don't know what to tell y'all guys, man. I mean, come on, man. Gunther comes back, doesn't go back for his title to protect Sami Zayn, beats on his friends again, bullying his friends. His friends turn on each other. Like anyone cares about that. Both of them are jobbers, never win anything, but now we're supposed to care because Giovanni turned on them. It's like just like with Chad. Now we're supposed to care because Chad is a heel, but it didn't matter because you didn't do nothing with him in the first place. Now we're supposed to care about Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci when you know damn well they ain't fucking doing nothing and ain't winning nothing in the first place. And then they was trying to make that seem so dramatic, weren't they? They were trying to make it seem dramatic. This whole time I'm watching, I'm like, who cares? Who cares? Like, what is Ludwig really gonna do after this? Nothing. What is Gunther gonna do after this? Nothing. And it's pretty obvious. Stop trying to make us believe in things that we know is not true or real. Stop trying to make us think it's something different when you do the same stuff every week. I know ways to make the company better. Maybe I should start talking about that a little bit. Well, I'm gonna just say it real quick. If y'all really want to make this company better and raise y'all viewership, A, work on your storylines. Really put some effort into these storylines. B, stop protecting your favorites. Stop it. Stop all that. Make it more balanced and stop treating the minorities and Vince's old talents like crap. They get no protection. Minorities and Vince's old talents don't get no protection. But your little NXT favorites and all of them, I mean, look how when Mr. H first came in, what did he do? Bring a whole bunch of his NXT favorites. And look how most of them are doing well. Y'all know I got my coffee. So that's another reason. Duh, people gonna turn the TV off because it ain't nothing to really watch. If it ain't nothing to at least show other people, people like to see their people look good. Yeah, I mean, who doesn't? That's why it irks me a little bit when people get mad when people try to speak up for their ethnicity, but then don't say nothing when the other people do it. But then when you do it because you're a certain one, now you got to shut up and you don't need to mention it, even though 9 times out of 10 they're paying attention to it more than me. They just lying and acting like they don't. It's so crazy people say that about me, but I know for 100% fact, most of the time when y'all look at people, y'all look directly at color first. The first things that come into your mind are A, is this person, what is their color? And B, are they a man or a woman? And tell me if I'm lying. Tell me if I'm lying. Now I'm not saying everyone is biased or judgmental, but come on, let's be real. Let's pretend. Like I said, why are we pretending that we're not seeing stuff that we know we see? It's funny too, because when I go listen to a lot of these other wrestling channels, they bring up race as well. They bring it up too, and they call out what people are too. But they don't get attacked because they play right and long into the BS. I get attacked because I just say what it really is, and I don't play along to get along. Like if I really wanted to play along to get along, I'd be on here kissing ass like crap. I'd be on here up talking all the favorites. I would be up here saying everything is good what it ain't. Like, you know how easy that is to do? Come on, that's easy. Anybody could do that. It's not even difficult. But it's definitely other things that could help it too. But that's like the main three, man. Just better storytelling. Do more for the minorities and Vince's older talents, man. Like for real. And it's more than that. It's more than that. It's more than that. Yeah, the rights. You gotta start being more fair, have more of a balanced booking. This favoritism. See, that's why they're kayfaving injuries because of favoritism. If these were not favorites, they wouldn't even say they're injured. They'll just have them gone or just come back getting beat up as jobbers. Y'all don't understand that? That's why they're injuring them, because they're favorites and they want them to still look good even when they ain't there. And it's a way to prolong them and stretch them out. Yeah, that's the point of it. If they could stop doing that, that would help too. Now, Mercedes Moné, man, I said they dropped the ball with Mercedes Moné, which I still think, but after seeing what's going on, I guess she will end up being TBS champion. I guess the reason why they didn't use her, because that got me too. I'm like, what? Mercedes is not in the pay-per-view? She was not in the last pay-per-view. So I'm like, dang, man. But now Willow won it. She beat what's that girl name? Anna Jade. What's her name? I forgot her name. But she beat her. She got the title. And now I guess it's going to be like Mercedes versus Willow or whatever. So Mercedes probably will be getting it. She probably will be getting it soon. And that's something, Swerve, he won the title. Like, look at AEW. Look at AEW. Look at them. Giving Swerve the title, giving Willow the title. Look at them. While WWE just had it on their favorites for so long, but now magically tricked y'all and then gave it to a whole bunch of transitional people. Like, look at all of the people who are gonna lose their title soon. Damian Priest will lose his title soon. Cody Rhodes will lose his title soon. Miz and R-Truth will lose their title soon. Austin Theory and Grayson Waller will lose their title soon. Bayley will lose her title. And you know what? I guess I was right about Bayley. Y'all said that she was Hispanic. I guess I was wrong about Bayley. I looked it up. So apparently she is part Hispanic. But hey, well, if she is, that just plays more into what I'm saying and what's going on. Because look how Tiffany did her, right? So again, Bayley is just being used in. And let's be honest, Bayley got treated like crap that whole time she was in the group. So they just used Bayley to take the title off Io. So in reality, y'all prove my point even more. Even more when you think about it. But they was quick to come and be like, no, you're wrong. When in reality, I'm still right. When you really think about it. Because look what happened in SmackDown. Here comes Tiffany destroying both Bayley and them. No wonder Bayley was in a group with all the Asian women. No wonder. Thanks for telling me that. See, I didn't even know that. Now I know. Now I know. So that just lets you know Bayley gonna be giving it up very soon. Who else? Who else is giving the title up very soon? Damian. Like I said, a bunch of transitional champions right now. The fool, y'all. This is all the foolery. Because he sat back doing the same thing for over a year. Shit, it's going on 2 years. It's going on 2 years now, man. But yeah, Mercedes Moné, she probably will be champion. I got to give AEW a little bit of credit. A little. AEW still is kind of boring and whack. I ain't going to lie. But I do be watching it, though, because it's different. It is just different. It's something different. And it's like if we lose AEW, we literally are losing everything. Like, man, competition is needed, right? It's just like the fast food business. If we lost Burger King and all of these places, man, McDonald's would just be running everything. They already on every corner. It will literally be nothing but McDonald's. And wouldn't that be a boring world? How boring of a world would it be if we literally had nothing but McDonald's and nothing else? No Subway, no Taco Bell, no Pizza Hut, no Olive Garden, none of that. No Red Lobster. Anyways, man, I hope y'all enjoyed this. Becky Lynch, new champion. Let's watch her be boring and beat people you constantly been seeing get beat like Nia. Get ready for that. And let's see, get ready for Mercedes and Willow. And yeah, Mercedes look like she gonna be the TBS champion, man. That's crazy. And Swerve, world champion. I mean, Swerve did have a lot of momentum. Let's be honest, Swerve, the crowd be behind Swerve. Every time I look in the audience when Swerve come out, they be dancing. They be getting it, man. I still find it hilarious when Swerve jumped off that ring and he Mario jumped. That whole crowd of people, that stuff was still funny to me to this day. Like, how you gonna stomp a whole crowd of people? How is that even possible? Well, this man did it. This man jumped off the ring and Mario jumped a whole crowd of people, and it was funny as hell. If you ain't see that, go watch that. Oh man, that was a funny ass episode of Dynamite. But I hope y'all enjoyed it, man. Like the video. Again, if you disagree with me, fine. That's cool with me. You know, we all have our own minds. It is what it is. You know, I'm just here to give my opinion and entertain. And peace out.